Alright guys, welcome back to Spoiler Alert. This is your Bad Batch review. Yes, in this last episode, we had a few things happen, which we will jump into right after you like and subscribe to this channel. Yes, go ahead and hit the little like button, hit the little subscribe button. If you like this episode, there'll be a little thing at the end. There'll also be probably a suggested video right up here for you. And with that being said, let's jump right into the Bad Batch. Now, as you know from the last episode, Omega was kidnapped by Bane.
Do you feel in charge?
I've paid you a small fortune.
This gives you power over me?
No, not that Bane. No, not that Bane either.
I've taken down so many clones over the years.
Yep, that Bane. That one. His name is Bane. He is a pain. He does not live in Spain. But his name is Bane. So, with that being said, they are flying around, and of course, the Bad Batch are trying to figure out the location of Bane's ship. Omega is trapped in a holding cell, I guess. A little ship prison, if you will. And she convinces this little robot that has leg issues, apparently, that she can fix him, and kind of tricks him into letting her out of the prison. So from there, it just gets kind of more interesting. They land on the Sky Planet. So we have the Bad Batch looking for Omega. We have Bane in possession, and this little robot lets her go. She is on the Sky ship where the Kaminoans are supposed to purchase her back. The Kaminoans, we find out, the cloners, if you will, have hired Finnick and Bane. One set, the bad set, hired Bane to bring her to their Kaminoans, and the one that actually likes Omega has hired Finnick to bring her to them. There is a little scrimmage between Finnick and Bane at good points throughout this whole series. Finnick kills the bad Kaminoan who was sent to get Omega. I don't really see the point in it, but I am not the bounty hunters. Bounty hunters tend to just kind of kill whoever's not necessary and might just get in their way, so that's fair. So there is a little scrimmage between Finnick and Bane, and the Bad Batch are trying to figure out where exactly Omega is. She has this little transponder that Bane destroys, but she is able to get a small message out to them, and then somehow they were able to track her down. This episode was actually really pretty good. The last couple episodes had been kind of just generic, running through, nothing going on. We'd already known that someone was coming after her, and that they figured out that she's something special because the originals of Django have no inhibitors, and they're not aging as quickly because they didn't have to advance them to be an army of clones. So there is a tweak in that understanding that, hey, she might actually be better used because you can have them from birth up to then and just create an actual army of good warriors, not so much clone troopers. Whereas the clone troopers go from, babies to kids to adults within like a couple of years instead of like 30 years of training. They get aged up relatively quickly. So there's advances to having the waiting game over the short game, because there is no stopping the aging process with clones. They just kind of age rapidly. The one that did hire Finnick was talking to Finnick at the end and said, no, I don't need you to go after her. As long as she's with the Bad Batch, she's safe. And that's all that I care about. Which is good. We do know that
Crosshair the Marksman
is going after the Bad Batch. He's kind of pissed off that he got blown up in the last episode. I think you would be too, but hey, that's life. So he's going after them. I think that Bane is probably going to be going after them still because, he did lose the money and the person that was paying him did die, so I don't know. He may be done, he may be popping up in another episode, I'm not sure. But now I'm kind of curious on where we're going with this, because she's safe for now. Who's paying for tracking her down? Maybe they'll still do it, maybe not. We don't know. But all in all, this episode really wasn't that bad. It didn't feel like a filler episode, which honestly the last few episodes had. Felt like filler episodes, seeing that we've already established kind of a narrative of what's going on. Something's big about Omega. There's a lot of people that want her, and then it was kind of like, oh yeah, let's just spend 2 or 3 episodes not dealing with that at all. So it was kind of good to get into this episode where, yeah, there's actually a few stakes involved and stuff is going on. I'm hoping that they know that they're on the run now and can't just keep doing what they're doing. But I don't know. We'll have to see about next week what happens with that. But all in all, this episode was not like, it wasn't like the best episode. I think the first one still is like my favorite episode, just because it brings in the team and you get to know who these guys are and who Omega is. But the overall premise of the show has kind of been up and down for me. So this episode really not bad. With that being said, guys, there is a little pop-up over here for you guys. If you want to watch another video, or if you want to hit that little subscribe bubble that's right there, you can do that. And thank you guys for coming in, and we will see you guys later. Peace.